Hello, fellow RC enthusiasts. It's your host, Tom Cogswell, here for another iX20 instructional video. In this video, we're going to be covering the My List and menu setup functions. These functions allow you to easily set up what menus you see on the iX20. Essentially, as you go through it, you'll see a bunch of different things that you can choose from, and depending on what you choose for menu setup, it can adjust those settings. And also, if you choose the My List setup, you will be able to change what menus you see on the My List heads up. So let me go ahead and run my iX20 to you guys through my other camera. Click. And we'll go through how to turn on those functions. So hopefully we get no glare here. All right, so you can see on the bottom here, and this is a model I've already got set up, we have My List at the bottom. So to set that up, we'll go to a new model. Let's choose, let's see, let's just make a new model. Add a new model. It's an airplane, but this is applicable to any type of model. So we are on our new model. Don't need to change anything here. We'll just leave it acro. But you'll see, like we had on our last page, that My List is not there. Interesting. So to turn on My List, we go to Model Setup, and we're going to look for Menu Setup. This one down here on the left. Tap on Menu Setup, and on the top it says My List. You can turn that on, and now that little extra thing down in the bottom right hand or left hand corner will say My List. Awesome. If we tap on My List and hit Configure, we can go through and add all the different menu options easily to a quick My List menu that you can choose from, just whatever you want to use. Like, so let's say on this model I'm going to make changes to servo setup, throttle dual rate, throttle curve, and telemetry. Hit save. And now, when we go to My List, we can easily go to any of these options that we chose. And if we want to configure that even more, let's say servo setup we don't really need, but AS3X we do, we can hit save, and voila. Now you can easily go to dual rate, telemetry, AS3X, or whatever you choose on that menu. Really cool stuff right there. Now, the next thing that you can do with the Menu Setup menu, we'll go back to Model Setup and Menu Setup, is you can choose what type of receiver you're using. And what that does is it automatically configures different parameters on the radio to what the receiver is. So let's say we're going to choose the AR637T. It will automatically turn on forward programming for you. That way, because you're using a forward programming enabled receiver, the AR637T. And if we want, we could turn on different things like that. In another example, we could go to the AR203010. So it'll automatically turn on forward programming for us, and X Plus because we're using the X Plus channels. And you can adjust different things like that. So another one would be like the 4651T. You could turn on forward programming for that if you're using it with a forward programming enabled device. You can change the channel count that appears. So let's say we change this to 4, so our channel count's 4. We go back, we swipe over to the monitor, and now it's only showing 4 channels. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. And that's how you use Menu Setup and the My List function. If you guys have any other questions or comments, or if there's videos that you'd like to see on the iX20, go ahead and leave them in the comments below or message us directly on Facebook. Thanks again, RC enthusiasts, and see you in the next one.